welcome back to Monday Movie Hunting, best day to start your week. It is of course Monday, and there's a bit of confusion in the video and then a little bit of disappointment. So what we'll do, we'll head over to the Sainsbury's clips, then we'll talk about what I picked up and all the confusion and disappointment part. Okay, let's go! Okay, so I'm back. So the movie I picked up today, okay, I'm going to tell you the confusion first. So I said I was picking up one movie, then I realised as people started to guess, I was mistaken. A few weeks ago I said I was picking up, I don't know, say 4 or 5 movies. And then I found out one of them, the date had changed. However, the date had changed to today, but I forgot to move it on my list. So I forgot to move the date. So then I completely forgot about that movie that I'd wanted to pick up that I already mentioned in a different video that didn't come out. So I was picking up 2, which was fine. Anybody who guessed either or, obviously I was going to let you know, get a point for that. However, the other one, so the peanut butter Falcon is the one that moved. Peanut butter Falcon I was going to pick up, I was excited about it, then the date moved. I was like, okay, fine. And then I forgot about the date move. And then I'm looking at my phone because I'm going to show you. It wasn't in Sainsbury's, so I was like, it's fine. I'll order it on Amazon. And then I went onto Amazon, and this is what it said. You can't really see, can you? Delivery within 2 to 5 weeks. Like 2 to 5 weeks. I don't really know what that means. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'm still counting it as I'm picking it up. I'm going to put it on my list. I reckon somewhere like HMV would have it. I don't live too far from a HMV, but the only problem is obviously today's Monday. I finish work at 5-ish, sometimes after 5:15 today, and I don't get home till after 6, and HMV is in the opposite. I work this way, HMV is that way, and it closes at 5, so I'm obviously never going to make it to HMV in the week. So unless I potentially go at the weekend, it seems unlikely that I pick it up from there, but I reckon HMV would have it. So that's a safe bet. If it was a movie I was desperate for, then I would just go at the weekend. But I'm not desperate for it, I'm going to keep an eye on Amazon. So that's Peanut Butter Falcon. There was some confusion. I forgot it was coming out today. And then the disappointment is, I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know why I can't get it. Anyway, the other movie that I did manage to pick up that did come out today that I originally was thinking of when I said the one is the Addams Family. So this is the animated Addams Family. It does look kind of weird in terms of the proportions of some of them, but I'm looking forward to it. I obviously like the live action Addams Family, however I think it's Addams Family Values that I seem to watch more, and I can never distinguish between the two. I need to just watch them both and then figure out which is which because I get confused. But yeah, I feel like I've heard mixed things about this, but I am looking forward to it. I do generally like the Addams Family and such, so I'm interested to see how this will do. I'm not sure who animated this. I'm trying to see if it says from the animators of, Chloe Grace Moretz is a voice in this, which is interesting, and Snoop Dogg is a voice in this, which is strange. I don't know who this is animated by. Well, it's Universal, but I didn't know if it was they've done something else. It doesn't really say. Anyway, so that's the Addams Family. So if you guess the Addams Family or Peanut Butter Falcon, then you get a point because there was that whole confusion. So what we'll do, we'll head over to the spreadsheet now, then we'll talk about what I watched, and then we'll talk about next week. It's kind of a short video this week. I always say that, and then I go on and on at the end or something. But yeah, let's get to the spreadsheet. Let's go. Okay, so I'm at the part where I'm filming for the spreadsheet. Well, no, I'm putting in for the spreadsheet. But there's only 5 comments, which seems unlikely actually, which is weird because I'm sure I've had more emails than this amount is why it's weird. But everybody here, ooh, I like the idea of journaling. Pretty much everybody here did guess correctly, and I forgot Terminator does come out today. I haven't really seen any of the new ones, or might not have even seen the original, but anyway, but I'm still confused about where the comments have gone, because I've seen comments of, I've seen people guess Peanut Butter Falcon. That's how I knew about it. So the comments have gone missing. I know 100% now because I saw somebody guess Peanut Butter Falcon. I get them in my emails, but I don't necessarily keep them all there, so I'm not sure how to go about this. So I'm putting this clip in here to say, I'm not sure what's happened. I'm going to keep an eye on it. We'll see what happens next week. I'll try and find the emails, but it's not something that I can necessarily do speedily right now for the video. So I'm just putting this in here so you guys can see the issue. I've gone on the computer as well and checked that it's not just on my phone, because sometimes that's weird. And it isn't. So please let me know if you did guess and it's not here. I'd be interested to know. Or actually, if you could just say, oh, you guessed correctly, or you know, whatever you guessed, then that would be helpful too, just in case I can't find the email with, you know, your comment on. And obviously, you know, you guys are reliable and I feel like everyone pretty much guessed correctly. So, you know, there's no qualms there. I'm just confused about what's happened. Okay, let's head back to the other me and we'll see what happens with the situation going forward. Hopefully it'll all be fine and this was like a really weird like little blip. Back to the other me. Okay, so well done if you guessed correctly. That is awesome. And as I say, it was a bit confusing, but that was completely my fault. So let's talk about what I watched this week, which I feel like you're gonna be, I feel like you might be disappointed. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I'm sure I watched something else. I'm sure I did. No, maybe not. Okay. So Tuesday, of course, I watched my Tuesday movie. On Tuesday, my Tuesday movie I watched was My Girl. Josh hadn't seen it before. We really enjoyed it. It was a perfect Tuesday movie. I gave it 4.5. It's a rewatch for me. I love it. It is funny, and then it's really sad, but then it's so perfectly funny and sweet at the beginning. I don't know. I love it. I love Vader. She's an amazing character, and I love My Girl. I'll continue to rewatch it for years. So I watched My Girl on Tuesday, and then weirdly and funnily, me and my friend decided we were going to watch the DreamWorks movies in order, the DreamWorks animation movies. So of course the first, okay, I'm going to say this actually, I've written a list down and I feel like there was one that I took off the list and I can't remember what it was. I feel like I was like, oh, that doesn't count, or I made a mistake or something, and I was like, oh, never mind. So you have to take it with a pinch of salt, to be fair. But no, the first one is Ants from 1998. This was a rewatch for me, but I hadn't seen it for years, since I was really young, maybe 7 or 8 or so. So I didn't remember much about the movie. And my friend had said, oh, this is the one where they go around the leaf. You know, it's like, oh, we're around the leaf. And they, anyway. So the whole time we were like waiting for this around the leaf. And then, obviously, it didn't come because, of course, the around the leaf is from Bug's Life. So we're like, oh, it's Bug's Life, not Ants. So it's disappointing. I've decided I much prefer Bug's Life. I've not seen Bug's Life for years either. But now we need to watch Bug's Life for this around the leaf thing. Ants was really not that fun. It was kind of boring. It didn't really have much of a point. I was quite disappointed. I gave it kind of 2 stars. I don't think I'd watch it again, so I'm kind of going to get rid of the disc. It's just a disc we have in one of the folders. I don't know. It was just like, it was just very bland colours. I mean, the animation is obviously very dated. It hasn't held up too well, but that, you know. But I am interested to compare it to a Bug's Life, because I'm sure Bug's Life came out in 1998 as well. I'm not 100% without checking. If not, it was a year or 2 either side, whichever way. But I think it might have been the same time. And I feel like a Bug's Life is probably, I mean, obviously Bug's Life is Pixar and they've done one before, but I feel like it's just probably held up better. I feel like it's so much more colourful. You know, there's green in it, the ants are blue. I don't know, there's just something more about it. Anyway, so I watched Ants in the DreamWorks watch. I know it's going to be like a ongoing DreamWorks thing. I reckon it might take years. So I'll let you know when we watch the next one, which is going to be Prince of Egypt. But I don't think it will be soon. We just kind of throw it in there when there's like a space. Anyway, then I was going to be excited because I was going to tell you that I'd watched 2 Monday Movie Hunt from this year. However, that's not, I'm sure I watched another one though. I'm trying to rack my brain. I'm like, am I missing one? Sometimes I don't always write them down on Letterboxd and I think, oh yeah, this. But I can't think of what it is anyway. So I watched Little Monsters, which I enjoyed. I give 3.5 stars. I enjoyed it, but I didn't love it. It was funny. and then it wasn't as funny. The person actually I didn't find funny was Josh Gad, and I thought he was funny in the trailer. In the trailer for the movie, I watched a bit of the trailer because I don't watch trailers, I've gone into this before. However, I watched a bit of this because I really wasn't sure what it was about, or whether I wanted to pick it up. And I thought he was funny in that. In the movie, I found him really frustrating and annoying, but the other characters I thought were great. I thought the children were funny, they weren't annoying at all, they were funny, they were cute. The two other main characters, adults, were perfect and brilliant, loved them. Didn't like Josh Gad, and he kind of put me off a little bit. So that's maybe why it wasn't quite as funny. I don't know. And then, controversially, well, not controversially, but we started watching Joker, which is really interesting. I definitely want to, we haven't finished watching Joker, basically, is the story. I want to finish watching it soon. I will finish watching it by next Monday Movie Hunt because I'm enjoying it and want to know where it goes. However, basically, this is going to be a really random story, but Josh was going to make some cookies for work. See, I told you, it's the weirdest story. Because everybody kind of does like baking and they bring things in, and Josh obviously doesn't do baking and bring things in, so everyone was like, right, you need to bake something. And for Christmas we got these like tattoo cookie cutters. So if you don't know, Josh has a lot of tattoos, and so these were perfect. He said, right, I've got these tattoo cookie cutters. Everyone was like, what, tattoo cookie cutters, really? And he was like, yeah, I've got these tattoo cookie cutters, I'll make some cookies, I'll bring them in to work. So on Sunday we make the cookies, we use the cookie cutters, and then we realise we don't really have suitable icing stuff. So we luckily managed to same day delivery, Amazon Prime, some icing tubes. Now same day delivery arrived between 6 and 10. These icing tubes were just taking ages. Anyway, so we started watching Joker, and then I think the icing things arrived at like 9 o'clock or something. And this is on Sunday. Josh wants to take the cookies in on Monday, today. So then he was like, oh, I'll just try one. And then we get carried away, and we're then icing cookies at 9 o'clock. Oh, I wanted to show you the picture. And this isn't the best way to, oh gosh, best way to show a picture, really. I should just insert it. But anyway, these are the cookies. They're tattoo cookies. These are icing things. So yeah, we're basically icing cookies, tattoo cookies, at like 9 o'clock on a Sunday night. So then of course it takes longer than we think. It's like a whole thing, and then by the time we had an hour left of Joker, we were like halfway through. It's like a 2-hour movie. We were like, I'm not sure we're gonna enjoy it as much, because then we were like kind of tired, kind of ready, but I had, you know, a few other things to get ready for the next day. So I was like, so we didn't finish it because of these cookies. But I kind of thought it was a funny story. I was enjoying it. I found it very different. I'm really interested to see where it goes. I feel really bad for the Joker in this movie, which I think obviously you're supposed to, and it's sad, and everybody is very, like, there was when, if you've seen the movie, this is at the beginning kind of, there's a kid on a bus, he's looking at him, Arthur, I guess his name, he's looking at him, and so he like pulls like a funny face or like whatever, and so the kid's laughing, having fun, and the woman, the mother of this kid, says, oh, stop annoying my kid, stop bothering my kid. And I kind of felt really bad for him. I was like, well, he wasn't really, you know, it was, the kid was like, it was on a bus. If you imagine, the kid was facing the opposite way, so they were then facing each other. So the kid was like staring at him, so it was just kind of one of those things. Yeah, and I felt really sad. And there was loads of like instances like that where you find that people are annoying, and you kind of hope that he goes round on a mass killing spree. Anyway, I don't know what happens because I haven't seen the end. So I don't know. But anyway, so I nearly watched Joker, but then we had an icing cookie situation. I mean, you know. Anyway, let me know if you've seen Addams Family. Let me know if you've seen Peanut Butter Falcon. And before I go, I should probably check how many movies for next week. I've made a list. I've written them down. Okay, there's 2. I'm pretty certain there's 2. I've checked only yesterday. I'm just going to do a double check somewhere. But I'm pretty sure there's 2. Both of which I'm looking forward to. Yeah, 2. I'm going to go with 2. 2. So 2 movies for next week. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Oh, and it is now, of course, March. So happy first Monday Movie Hunt of March. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and of course your guesses. And I'll see you guys next week. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.